Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talking Sports. I'm your host, Connor Broadfoot. This is my man, Nick Iswell, and my best friend, Sam Wass. And we just wanted to let you guys know that we started a show, and we're going to do a rundown. The first half will be sticking to local high school sports. You know, everybody around here is real passionate about their local teams, and we just kind of want to give you something every week that you guys can look forward to get to know what's going down on the high school gridiron. And the second half, you know, everybody loves college football, so we'd like to discuss that as well. But first off, we're just going to give you a rundown of some of the matchups this week.
So the first matchup we're going to talk about is Florence. They're taking on a team called Blackman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Blackman actually started their season last week against Hendersonville, and they won. So Connor, what else do we know about Florence?
Well, you know, Sam, Florence making the transition to 7A, which is a real big deal, you know, bumping up from 6 to 7 and anytime you bump up a region's a big deal. Not only that, they got a first-year head coach, Will Hester. He's from Tennessee. You know, that's a pretty big deal. You know, Florence, they're always known to have a real good team. They've kind of struggled in the past. You know, last year going 4-7 was a big letdown, so they'd look to bounce back. And also, it's going to be tough for Coach Hester losing his best player, Armani Goodwin, when he moved to Hewitt-Trussville. So, be real interesting to see what the Falcons can do this season. But you know, they should be okay. They have a talented team. You know, they always have talent. So,
yeah, I know we're excited about going and watching that game this Friday. Big game Thursday night is between Muscle Shoals and Deschler. Me and Connor graduated from Muscle Shoals, and we know that's a big deal around here. So, starting out with Muscle Shoals, Scott Basin's going into his 11th season. And what else do we know about Muscle Shoals, Nick?
Well, right now they're going through a quarterback battle. They have a newcomer, Jacob Bishop, coming in from Oxford High School in Oxford, Alabama. He's battling that with Terrell McDonald, the returning starter from last year, who is currently committed to UAB. So there's going to be a pretty good battle there. But what we're hearing, though, is that they want to get McDonald more into the offense and the ball in his hands more outside of just quarterback. So it'll be interesting to see what they do there, if they still let him run a wildcat or if they go strictly to Bishop. Moving over to the defensive side of the ball, two linebackers, pretty good linebackers, Division I commits, the aforementioned Terrell McDonald, who is committed to UAB, and Jackson Bratton, who is committed to Alabama. So they should have a pretty formidable duo in the backfield there on the defensive side of the ball.
All right, and then looking at their opponent, the Deschler Tigers. Connor, what do we know about Deschler?
Deschler Tigers, you know, Bull Culver coming into his second year. Last year, you know, nobody knew a lot about Deschler, but they really exceeded expectations. You know, they started off the season 7-0, had some real big injuries, kind of set them back. You know, ended up losing out, going 7-4. But for that team to make the playoffs and play the way they did at the beginning of the year was really remarkable. You know, like I said, injury-wise, they returned Shannon Marmon back at quarterback. The kid was a baller when he was out there healthy. You know, he played with a busted-up shoulder. Cam Pritchard back at running back. Man can really run the football, you know. And Bull Culver, they got 26 seniors, and that's a real big deal, real big. You know, got to have that experience if you want to make a run, and they're going to need it when with Brooks coming into 4A. Their region is very stout this year. One of probably the top region around here, I would say. Going into this year, you know, tough. It's going to be a big games week in and week out, and yeah, man.
Yeah, so those are the two big games that we're looking forward to start this high school football season. This is kind of a little bit of what we're going to be doing each week. We're going to talk about high school football, and then we're going to go into college football. So join us every Saturday from 9 to 10. This is Talking Sports.